Good night, everyone. Before I talk about the product, which can be interesting for Japanese market, even for any market around the world, I would like to do a little introduce about environmental policies in Japan through time. So, starting with the first item for the nature movement in post-war Japan. As we know, Japan had felt a deep love for nature. This feeling we can read it into their poems. However, it is just a feeling printed in poems, unfortunately, because the reality is quite different when we talk about real environment and the real care of nature in this country. After industrialization, United States and Europe only tried to do actions over contamination emerged by industrialization. Japan was too late on prevention, and just when they realized the dangerous effects caused by industry on population around 1951, and they started to worry about it. This apparent lack of ecological awareness can also be seen among groups that are actively interested in environmental issues. Otherwise, political factors also affected the problem about protections of the environment. A major factor is the destruction of what remains in Japan's natural environments has been the single relentless drive for economic development, particularly during post-war rapid economic growth period. Neither the Minister of the Environment have been able to form an effective counterbalance against these powerful forces for development. About our second item is Japan's basis implementation plan. This plan was established in April. On April 2018, this plan concludes that the Earth's natural resources are finite. I think that is obvious for everyone, but they realized now. Yet demand continues to grow. They realized the demand continue to grow, and environmental impacts associated with mining and waste disposal are increasing. At the same time, there is a concern that mounting resource constraint will impact economic growth. Meanwhile, Japan made great improvements to resource productivity and recycling rates, including through the promotion of the three R's. That is, they are reduce, reuse, and recycle, which has been successful in reducing the amount of this defined disposal of waste, even despite the fact that recent progress has not been significant. Ultimately, Japan should further strengthen its efforts to raise resource productivity through the three R's and promote the three R's internationally as a matter of priority in the future. That is why modern society is becoming more complex than even before, with environmental, economic, and social aspects very closely linked. If we want to pass a sound on abundant environment to the next generation, we must ensure that environmental considerations are fully incorporated into socioeconomic systems, thereby securing environmental sustainability. These socioeconomic systems themselves must also remain sound and sustainable. Future environmental policies should create innovations across all perspectives, including those concerning about economic and social systems, lifestyles, and technologies, and facilitate simultaneous solutions for socioeconomic challenges. This could open up new avenues for growth that ensure quality of life in maintaining into the future. One of the more important roles that we see the people play in this caring about the environment, I think national government has a great role. The national government plays a role in promoting comprehensive environmental conservation measures by establishing a framework to encourage participation and close cooperation among national and local governments, businesses, non government organizations, and citizens, with close governmental coordination so that the environment can be conserved through the participation of society as a whole. The local governments are key to promoting regional priority strategies and play a major role as promoters of regional environmental conservation as the basis for building and sustainable society. It is the local government that is expected to act as a coordinator for regional actions. The businesses. Businesses are expected to take voluntary and proactive efforts across the entire value chains of product and services. Such efforts could include not only pollution prevention but also efficient use of the resources and energy and reduction of waste. Citizens. We are citizens and customers at the same time. So environmental impacts resulting from our daily lives are on the increase, which makes it necessary for citizens to shift towards more sustainable lifestyles. Citizens need to depend their understanding concerning the relationship between people and environment and should try to incorporate environmental considerations into our behaviors to reduce environmental loads caused by our daily lives. Uh, so I think Colombia can are able to give a solution about this problem, not just in Japan, but in Colombia or another country. So Japan remains a leading plastic consumer, with the second largest per capita consumption of single-use plastic products, trailing only the United States. On average, Japanese consumers use as many as 300 to 400 such bags annually. That's why I am proud to introduce you a creatively innovative and useful product made in Colombia by one Colombian couple. Um, Ecological disposables containers, which could solve sustainably and can solve ecological disposables containers, which could solve sustainably this problem. The company's name is Lifeback. Actually, is a Colombian company from Cali. They are uh, relatively new in the market, but they are known in United States. So they develop containers made by a unique material that supports moisture and heat or food. So you can find plates any size, cutlery and cups any size too. It is 100% compostable, able to germinate in a plant in 8 days, and remember that one plant that germinates from their products filters up to 1 ton of CO2, causing a positive effect on the carbon footprint. About financing, they have several investors whom to like the project. Even they met 5 experts of marketing, technology, investments, foreign trade, and they gave them all the support to grow into Colombia, United States. So I am 100% sure they are able to success into Japanese market because Japan loves innovation and nature. Otherwise, Japan and Colombia had a friendly relationship. On December 19, The government of Japan and the government of the Republic of Colombia signs the convention between Japan and the Republic of Colombia for the elimination of double taxation with respect to taxes and on income and the prevention of tax evasion and avoidance in Tokyo. This convention is the first tax convention to be concluded between Japan and the Republic of Colombia in light of the increasingly close economic relationship between the countries. So, this previous information can show us that Japan is a great strategic partnership with Colombia. They have a good impression on this country, and with this product, I think this product are able to leave a print around each country where they deal with.